Blessings to you all and welcome to St Alban TV. And if you're new to our channel, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about 5 things to do in St Elizabeth, Jamaica. St Elizabeth was once the largest parish in Jamaica. It was split to form parts of Westmoreland and Manchester in the 1700s and 1800s respectively. The parish of St Elizabeth is steeped in a lot of history. Appleton Town is a historical maroon village located in the hills of St Elizabeth on the island of Jamaica. It's located in the Cockpit country, where Jamaican Maroons and indigenous Tainos established a fortified stronghold in the hilly terrain in the 17th century. St Elizabeth is located in the extreme southwestern part of Jamaica, bound on the north by St James and Trelawney, the Caribbean Sea to the south and Westmoreland to the west, and Manchester to the east. And a really important fact to note that St Elizabethans played a vital role in Sam Sharp's rebellion in 1831. And it's documented that 20 to 40% of slaves took part in that rebellion. St Elizabeth has several towns of importance such as Magotty, Santa Cruz, Malvern Junction, Balaclava, Lacovia and Middle Quarters, just to name a few. You also have some very small towns which are quite quaint, not far from Black River, would be towns like Parity, which has a lovely pleasant beach. The most famous towns of them all would probably be Black River, which is the parish's capital. The first place we're going to talk about today is Black River. Black River was actually one of the first parishes to get electricity at Waterloo Guest House. I would recommend go on a Black River safari tour. Black River is a famous river in Jamaica. It flows west for 33 miles until emptying into the Caribbean Sea near Negril. So you can go on boat tours, you can do canoes and go kayaking. On this tour you would be able to see the crocodiles that live in the river. And one of the good things about it is that you can get a tour guide to take you through the journey. Once you get to the Black River town, the area will be clearly signposted so you will know where to go. And there'll be people there to assist you. Along your boat tour you'll get to see the lush, fabulous vegetation all around that lives within the riverbed and different areas and different points of interest. So it's definitely somewhere to check out. The second place that I would recommend is Treasure Beach. It has a really laid-back vibe and beautiful views. And it's a tourist hub. And it's a place that people love to go. There are several bars and beaches where you can relax on the beach. And you can have fabulous foods like jerk fish, steamed fish, a variety of Jamaican foods as well as international foods. You could go to Jack Sprat, which is a well-known nice place that you could go to. And if you're looking for a fab place to stay, I'd recommend Lashings Boutique. It's a beautiful villa-style hotel and it has amazing views, and it's about a 10-minute drive to the beach. We also have a video on our channel where we have a clip of that view. And the third place I would recommend is YS Falls. YS Falls opening hours are between 9:30 and 3 p.m. and the admission prices is around 20 US for adults and 12 US for children. So in pounds that would be around £15, and the local rates, as long as you're able to show national ID, be around 1,500 Jamaican dollars. Once you have paid your entrance fee, you will be escorted from the office to the falls, which is like a 10-minute journey, and you get to see the beautiful area which is full of logwood trees, lots of animals in the fields and all these different things. YS Falls comprises of 7 waterfalls on the YS River. Although these falls are often overshadowed by Dunn's River Falls in Ocho Rios, it is a fantastic, quaint place and it's not going to be as crowded. And it has a variety of natural spring pools, They of course have lifeguards on site, and they have a canopy tour, as well as gift shops of different kinds, changing rooms and all the necessary facilities you would expect. They also of course have food locations on site where you can get local foods as well as international foods. And the fourth place I would recommend is the Appleton Estate Rum Tour. The estate is deep within the Nassau Valley. They began producing their complex rum making for over 265 years, and it's surrounded by densely forested limescale hills. I would definitely recommend at least accommodating half a day for going onto the rum tour, because time flies by pretty quickly, especially when you are having fun. You can also check out our rum tour video on our YouTube channel. The Appleton Rum Tour cost around $30 US, which is just under £25, and they of course do local rates as well, as long as you are able to show your national ID. And when you get to the rum tour, there's such a lovely atmosphere, and you're literally in the full room of different people from different parts of the world, so it's a great space to also do a little bit of socializing. Lots of other people from different places. The standard of the decoration inside is to a very high standard, so you feel very relaxed in that environment, and you are very welcomed once you enter, and people show you where to sit, and then you wait for a short while before the tour starts, and you are served drinks. Alcoholic drinks and non-alcoholic drinks of course are served at the bar, so you're able to have a few glasses or as many as you wish. So you'll then be shown a mini movie about the whole Appleton experience, and it will show you a bit about the heritage and the history, and even the relationship between Ray and nephew. And they'll also then go on to show you how the rum is made and where the rum will be stored once it's been made. There's lots in store for you when you go onto the rum tour, and I think you'll be, really intrigued and really happy to be in the environment and the atmosphere. It's really interesting, especially if you go with a group of friends. And lastly, you do get to have a tasting session where you get to taste all the fabulous rums and the superiority in the rums and all those interesting things. And lastly, you get to have a dinner where you get the chance to soak up all the rum that you've probably just been drinking, so it's probably well necessary by that point. Definitely an experience worth having. The fifth place I would definitely recommend going is a place called Lover's Leap, which the nearest town would be Santa Cruz, and it's such a fabulous, beautiful place. It comes to an abrupt end where the south coast, exposing 1,700 feet vertical drop down to the waves, crashing onto the Cutlass Bay below. And not only that, you get a wonderful view of the Caribbean Sea, and the coastline stretches as far as Rocky Point, which is in Clarendon, to the east, and Treasure Beach to the west. If you are looking to explore and you just want to get a taste of a little bit of history, Lover's Leap is named after two slave lovers from the 18th century. One was called Mitzi and one was called Tunky. Legend has it that the slave master Charlie, a liking to Mitzi, in a bid to have her to himself, he arranged for her lover to be sold to another estate. The pair fled to avoid being separated, but they were eventually chased to the edge of this cliff. So rather than being faced to being caught, they'd rather jump off the cliff together. And as we've established, that is quite a big drop. They also have two wooden carvings to depict the couple outside. So that's it for our top 5. It was really hard to narrow down because there's so many fantastic places to St Elizabeth, but where you want to go somewhere where crime rate is low and it has a very peaceful, beautiful environment, I definitely recommend going to St Elizabeth if you haven't been there already. Thank you for listening to us and for checking out St Alban TV. Please don't forget to share, like and subscribe with all your friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye.